This is a classroom in Gaza. This is a classroom in Sudan. This is a classroom in Ukraine. This is the reality of what a school looks like for millions of children today. A classroom reduced to rubble, desks shattered, notebooks buried in dust, the sound of laughter and learning replaced by silence. According to the United Nations International Children's Relief Fund, around 470 million children live in conflict areas today, and around 52 million of them are completely educationless. And the damage doesn't only come from war. United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization reports that between 2000 and 2019, natural disasters disrupted education for 11 million children, destroyed 30,000 schools, and killed 35,000 students. Every one of those numbers represents a lost classroom, a lost teacher, a lost experience, and a lost future. So the question is, who steps in when the world collapses for a kid? That's where Save the Children comes in. They're not just another relief organization handing out food and water. They focus on protecting children's rights to survive, learn, and grow. Founded in London in 1919 and now work in over 100 countries, focusing on emergency relief, poverty alleviation, child protection, and child education. They build child-friendly spaces, giving kids a place to feel safe, play, and start learning again. Because when a child's world is destroyed, a safe space is their recovery. Their Education in Emergencies program takes us even further. It turns temporary shelters, tents, or community centers into classroom. They train local teachers, provide learning materials, and run catch-up clubs that help children make up the lessons they've missed. In 2023, Save the Children reached nearly 49 million people, and 93% of their funding went directly to programs on the ground. The level of transparency shows how much impact-focused aid can make when it's done right. Education is more than lessons for a child. It provides stability, confidence, and hope, the tools they need to imagine future beyond their current situations. That's what Save the Children fights for, not just their survival, but for a child's future. But none of this happens without support. Their work relies on public donations, volunteers, and people willing to care. And I get it. It feels like the problems are too big to fix, but small actions do add up. A few dollars can buy school supplies. Sharing a message can bring awareness. Volunteering can change someone's life. For more than a century, Save the Children has proved that compassion backed by action changes outcome. So if you're watching this, don't just scroll past. Visit SaveTheChildren.net, learn more, share the video, donate if you can. Volunteering's even better. Every small action is more than no action, and something small for you can be something big for the kids. A broken classroom doesn't have to be where a child's story ends. With your help, it could be where rebuilding begins. With Save the Children, we can make sure no child is left behind. Even when their classroom has been reduced to rubble, we can just help them build another.